in this manner. I won't stop educating kids until I take that last breath. And so that's where I am. And I thank you for the opportunity and a space for even to share this out.
Awesome. But we want to give you like a 30 to 45-minute time frame to share more. So, what month would you be interested in me scheduling you for?
Whichever month you provide to me is fine with me. I'm pretty open. Just
Okay.
tell me when, and I'll make sure that I prepare. I'm ready.
Sounds great. So we got July and August. Erica's not on tonight. Her son had a gala. I know she said she can do September. So the third Friday in September, Erica will be talking about tax strategies. She's an enrolled agent for the IRS.
If July is still available, I'll take July.
Okay. Sounds great. So we got July. We'll put Chanel in August, and we have Erica in September. Now we just need October, November, and December. Okay, so for the new individuals that signed on today, thank you all so much. We've been doing this for about 2 years now, a little over 2 years, where we've been meeting once a month, just sharing tools and techniques that we use in our business and our personal lives. And the year before last, we decided that, okay, we do things individually, but as a group, we should start going out in the community and helping. So that's when we came up with the conference last year. We still met every month, but we did one outing where we did a single parents conference it was March of last year. Now this year, it was our same goal that yes, we're doing things to work on us, but we also need to go out in the community. Well, this year, we're doing 4 events, minimum. So the first one is the second single parents conference that we're having tomorrow. Our next event is on June 29th. Ernest is not here today, but it's a daddy-daughter dance. Ernest he has several things, but he has a podcast for daddy-daughter relationships. He has the Deal Heal for Feel podcast. So we're supporting what he's doing. He wants to take that daddy-daughter podcast and do a daddy-daughter dance. Well, they're going to talk about healthy relationships when it comes to daddies and daughters. So we want to support him in that. That's June 29th. It's going to be at the Dalton Community Center in Dalton. So I guess we're going to hear more about that next. It's going to be pushing it next month. We're going to put the information on Facebook. And because you all registered for the event, I'll be able to send it out to you all as well. So we do have Kalita on here. Kalita does a lot of different things. So let me just share a little about what I know. She does decorating. She will be the one decorating the venue tomorrow. She did the decorating last year. She also has a nonprofit for dealing with forgiveness. So every second Saturday of the month, is that every second Saturday, or is bi-monthly? Where you all
it's
have
bi-monthly.
Okay.
It's bi-monthly. The next one is coming up in June, awesome. And then August and October. Yeah.
So that's a forgiveness workshop, and I've attended several. They're very informative because there's different stages of forgiveness. It's forgiveness of self. It's forgiveness of others. And it's a process. So she does that. In addition to that, in September, which is Suicide Prevention Month, she hosts a workshop, and she has panels that come on and share information about suicide prevention and just share their stories. So she did it.
Surviving suicidal thoughts.
So okay, thank you for correcting me.
No problem.
So her event is in September as well. Well, that's the first event in September, so that's our third one. The fourth event, Frances is not here tonight, but Frances talks about financial planning when it comes to life insurance. She wants, her vision is to have a Women on Black Wall Street networking event where, that's her goal, is 100 women coming together to share their business, product, or service, and us networking together. Her event is in September as well. So last year we did one event. This year we have minimum of 4 events. If you all have an event or something that you're working on, share it with us. And who's ever available to come out and support, that's what we're here for. We're not in this alone, where it takes a village for personal and business, and we want to help each other. There's no gatekeeping with this community that we've created, and it's inclusive. There's no person looking, trying to figure out what you have or how you get it. No, I'm willingly at the head sharing all the information of the different things that I do and the people that are connected with me. So with that being said, if you all want to share information about your product or service with us, we'll give you the floor as well, because we do have a couple of months open for October, November, and December. If not, do you all have any last words, any comments, questions, concerns? Yeah, it's just
okay. I just want to tell everybody, if you want to learn more, I have a platform called Raising Kings. You haven't heard me mention me.
Can you all hear her?
Is it this? Should I turn it on? Hello?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I have a platform called Raising Kings, and what it is we help single moms who have sons specifically, help them communicate with their sons, help them emotionally become more emotionally intelligent. Because sometimes we don't, if there's not a father around, it's kind of difficult to communicate with your son because males and females think differently. We help you find a male mentor for your kid, which is extremely important for sons who don't have that, in the home. So yeah, you can find me on Instagram. It's Raising Kings _, and the podcast, YouTube, it has the most updated versions. We're on Spotify too, but give me a couple minutes to update it. But the YouTube is Raising Kings 25. But if you go to Raising Kings _ on Instagram, it has the link tree for everything there. So yeah, I'm a single mom of 3. I have 2 sons. One is on the autism spectrum. One just turned 18, who is my rock. He's been with me through everything. He just went to prom and he's graduating. So yeah, and I also have a daughter. Yeah, and my daughter, thank you. My daughter she'll be 9 in June, but she is one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because I know as a single woman, there's not really any good eligible bachelors.
We're gonna change
out
that.
there. Yeah, so
they are. We're working.
Yes,
on
for my
improving.
daughter, right. By the time she gets old enough, if she so chooses to pick a man to be with, then at least maybe if we can start, changing the generational patterns that we have now, that she might have somebody. Our daughters might have some hope, but I have to add to that.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, no, there's hope. There are some good guys out here. There's training.
I have to say there is hope.
Yes.
I do have a podcast with my grandson, who's 9.5 years old.
See, there it is.
And I love the platform that you have of Raising Kings, because my daughter is raising him as a single parent, and she has been looking for a mentor for him. And our podcast is Christian Grandmas Raising Kingdom Kids, and it's called WNLOW, WNLOW, which is the acronym for Why Not Laugh on Wednesday. We started as a Facebook Live, just telling jokes on Wednesday when he was like 5 years old. Yeah. And so we started the podcast back in October 23. Winlow with Nema and Joe. His name is Josiah. But I would love to connect with you for a mentor for him. Because he's been praying for God to give him a new dad.
Really? That's so dope. And that's crazy that you say that, because I started out my podcast with my son also. Really? But I had some haters. So the court said I had to wait till he's 18, basically. But now he's 18, so we can go on and, get it going. Yeah. And it was like 2 months before his birthday. So I'm like, really, y'all done brought me to court for all this? But
really?
Yeah, so now he's 18. So when you said that, I'm like, oh my God, that's really great that you're doing that, because we're on the same. Because nobody hears what the sons have to say, really. And then we don't know how to talk to them as moms. And then some of us, I don't even, I don't like the term YN or whatever, but it's like if you get to that state, how do you even get to them? Because they've been so damaged and emotionally just sunken from not even expressing it or knowing how to express. It's like, how do you even connect to them as a mother? It's like, but if you can get to them while they're still young, it's like you have a chance. And then even if they do turn out to be a so-called, whatever, gangbanger or killer or whatever, if you have been talking to them since they were young, you still have an end. You can still go in there. But if you haven't, and they're going through street stuff and drama, and you come in, you haven't talked to them in years, don't know them, don't know their friends, and then you come in like, baby, they're like, who are you? Yeah. They respect you and love you as their mother, but they're like, oh, it's not going to have any type of resonance in them the way it can, if we learn how to properly communicate, because what I've noticed is men are way more emotional. I'm not going to go off on a tangent. I know you got to go. But they're way more emotional than even women are. It's just that they don't express it in the same ways. They don't know an outlet to express it. And then it gets, it's been beaten down and sucking down and pushed down so much that they either ended up exploding and doing something crazy, or turning into a narcissist and treating people bad, or just, you all know, what can happen or in jail. So I think if we can, if I think the statistic is like 60-something% of Black people come from single parent households. If we can get to the mothers who are raising these kids and show them a more effective way, then we can get that 60% to do better. And have a better outlook on our culture and generation. But okay, I'll get off my little soapbox.
No, both of you are make valid points. So let me say two things to it. One, Champs. Last Saturday, I went to Champs had a Mother's Day event where they go out in the community and they're mentoring young men. They have age they started is 12 though. They don't go below 12, but from 12 to 21 or 17. And if I'm not mistaken, they supposed to have someone at the event tomorrow. Okay. So for that male mentor, yes. And your daughter wants to write a book as well.
And I signed up for Champs too for the summer for my son. So good.
Okay, awesome. And then second thing, I signed up for a new community. It's called Autism in Black, because I'm about to teach people how to be advocates for our babies and our loved ones that's on the autism spectrum. So they had something called a men's corner. I didn't know what it was, but I figured, hey, let me sign up. So they had a meeting the other day. I'm the only one on there. Right. I said, okay, I'm going to stay on today, and I'm going to share my information, but next month I'm going to let y'all have y'all space. But what they said was, one of the men pointed out, when the kids are younger, girls have baby dolls
Yeah.
that they nurture and they take care of like that's their baby. Boys don't play with baby dolls. Boys play with Tonka toys, guns, and different things.
Right.
So they don't get that nurture. They don't know how to nurture. They know how to fight and be rough. So at what point do we try to help? And so that was one topic they discussed. Another topic was in reference to the men. Well, they said this is good for both men and women. Men that's head of their household don't really care for themselves. They try to make sure their wife is okay, the kids are okay, and it's a little more stress and challenge when you have a child that's on the autism spectrum or that has special needs because now that's a little more added pressure in their family situation. But they were saying that men and women need to put their mask on first, as they would say, and carve out time to take care of yourself. Because if you stress yourself out taking care of your family and you're no longer here, who's going to take care of your family? So we have to put self-care first. Make sure we're okay. And once we come up to 100%, now we can help our family and they get the best version of us instead of the tired version. Now, how that plays out, that means taking some time. Or getting with a group of people that's on that same mental space where we're all trying to help each other. So if I need a 2-hour break and I've been seeing you on a monthly basis and your kids know my kids, then you can say, hey, Veronica, if I do Saturday, my son come over and play. I just need 2 hours for my do whatever you want to do, sit in the house, watch TV or whatever. But we need to be able to make those spaces available where, because in today's society, it's it's very hard to take your kids to other people's houses because you don't know what's going on there. And you just don't want to subject, your child to that environment. So I understand those things, but I know I want to start a community of people, definitely with children that's on the autism spectrum, finding different public places I can say, hey, I want to come bring 15 kids here at this certain time. Can we come and, have an outlet to give the parents a break and that child? Because most children that's on the spectrum really only like playing with themselves. But if they see you enough, they might sit next to a child. Or they might like, okay, well, what are they doing? And they might go look. And therefore, we get to teach them how to act in a society that's not ready for them. But we have to prepare that space. So that's part of my speech for tomorrow, too. But
because you don't want to live with anybody. Because when my son was younger, he would elope a lot, and I can't even concentrate on anything when I'm gone. If it's just a babysitter, because even if I tell her like, okay, he'll run out, she's like, no, I got it. I'm like, no. He will sneak and find a way up out of here, and you won't even know he's gone until it's too late. But so yeah, that was definitely somebody who gets it, who knows. That's definitely needed. So,
yes, that's true. So we're doing wonderful on time. So do y'all have anything else y'all want to say or share? If not, I'll give you back the rest of your Friday. Go ahead.
One thing I do want to share that I am an independent associate for Legal Shield, and I have resources for small business, individuals, and families. A spectrum of, I can't even turn it on. I want to put it on my camera. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. And assistance to help with preventative legal services. So if you don't have your will done, it's 70% of Americans do not have their wills done. So instead of paying a high hourly rate for an attorney, you can pay a low monthly fee for services like getting your will done, traffic ticket assistance, and more. So I did hear one of the young ladies saying about being an entrepreneur. We get paid daily, so there's commission available. We have an event on next Saturday in Orland Park, and I can leave the flyer with Veronica if anyone is interested. But certainly, if you have a for-profit business and you want to make certain you're protecting your bottom line and making certain that if someone comes after you to sue you, that you already have a lawyer in place to assist you. So that's all I wanted to share. Again, I'm sorry if I didn't tell you. My name is Krista Lynn. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Awesome, you're welcome. And you have to share.
Whatever you have available. Because I'm around all day, every day. Well, not all day, every day. My son was in an accident, so very bad accident. So I'm taking time off work. So this is what I'm doing now while I'm helping him and going back and forth to therapy and all of that.
Awesome. Okay, well, my prayers are definitely with you and your
Thank
family.
you so much. Yes, God is already healing. So
Hey, he works it out.
I'm so thankful. Yes, I am.
He definitely works it out.
Veronica, I was going to say I wouldn't mind sharing in October, but I know you said that there is already a financial advisor planner that is going in September, so I'm not sure.
No. So, for instance, that networking event, that's the 100 Women networking event. But you want to talk about financial planning and when it comes to life insurance as well?
Right, yeah, so I also like with investments and estate planning, business planning, so there's a plethora of things and services that I provide.
Okay. No, you're welcome. You're more than welcome to come.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Because there's a couple. So, even though Erica does financial planning and she does taxes and everything as well, I actually have a tax business too. I just don't promote it as much, but everybody here knows, and I do some of the people taxes here as well. So me and Erica are very good friends, and that's why I say that everybody has their own lane and their own specialties. There's enough for everybody to go around. So if you want to come and share, by all means.
Seems like y'all need to open a tax firm or something.
We talk, but I
Full
have one.
service line. You got everybody that do everything.
That's true. Yeah. Well, like they be doing in Atlanta, we got to start hosting events,
Yeah.
mega
I know,
events.
I gotta start. But I'm starting to come out.
See, we got to get out there and share what we're doing. All right, so I should have your email because you registered for the event, right? So I can send you some information.
Yes.
Okay.
I can also send my business email. That'll probably be best. So, did you want me to put it in the chat?
Yes, put it in the chat and I'll get it. And then if you have any flyers, let me know. If you don't, then I have my wonderful assistant that's still on the line, May. She makes some wonderful graphics every month. She's creating it for the speakers, so she'll put something together for you as well, so we can put out to let everybody know that October you'll come and share your information. Thank you. And I'm gonna look to see. So that would be October 17th. Is the third Friday. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you all back the rest of your Fridays. And the people that said, y'all know we still got Chick-fil-A. You and juice and water. Take whatever you want. Y'all on Zoom. We missed y'all. That's no problem. Okay, well, you all enjoy the rest of your Friday. We'll close out here. We'll take a picture, and then we'll go get prepared for the event tomorrow. Let me write down that for you.
You speaking tomorrow?
Are we gonna get a copy of those statements?
Yes. I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp group, and I'm going to send it out to everybody that registered for the event. So the prompts for ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those are just my notes.
Okay.
But you can have them both.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, you all enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. Good night, Chanel. All right.
Everybody.
Good night, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.